In a world where heroes and villains clash for ultimate power, no one expected the unthinkable. On a dark, stormy battlefield, the final battle raged. Oblivion, a towering demonic figure, prepared to strike down the legendary hero, Kai. "This is the end, mortal. Your journey stops here," he roared. Kai leaped to strike, and in a brilliant flash of light, reality itself warped and twisted. The light faded. Oblivion stumbled, but now he was human-sized, clumsy, and weak. Meanwhile, Kai stood towering, armored, and glowing with dark energy. What happened?" Oblivion panicked, staring at his frail new hands. From within his old body, Kai's voice smirked. "Well, this is awkward." The final boss had switched bodies with the hero, and suddenly, survival was the true battle. Now in Kai's lightly armored body, every movement felt wrong for Oblivion. The hero's agility was there, but the immense power was gone. How can a mortal move like this? And why does everything feel fragile? He thought. Nearby villagers erupted in cheers, hailing Kai's apparent victory. "Oh, Kai, you defeated the darkness. Come, let us celebrate," one called out. Oblivion sweated, hiding awkwardly behind some barrels. "Celebrate? No, I need strategy, escape." Thus began Oblivion's humbling journey, surviving as a weak hero in a world where strength was everything. Your first challenge as Oblivion is to navigate this new, fragile existence. You must move through the village without arousing suspicion, learning basic human skills like walking and sneaking. Your old powers are gone. You must improvise, using the environment to your advantage. But be careful. Your dialogue choices will affect how suspicious people are of the hero's strange behavior. So, this is humility, Oblivion thinks. I hate it. As he tries to sneak away, he trips over a market stall, sending fruits rolling everywhere. A child giggles. "Hey, that was funny." Oblivion grumbles to himself. Funny. Humiliating. Same difference. This is your new reality, a world of cunning over chaos. While you're struggling to walk, the real Kai, now in your powerful body, is wreaking havoc across the realm. He's a hero turned tyrant, terrorizing the very people he once swore to protect. Great, Oblivion sighs. The hero is now the villain, and the villain is me. Weak. Just as he's about to give up, a clever thief named Lyra approaches. "You're different," she observes, "but I like it. You move like someone trying really hard." Oblivion eyes her suspiciously. "Why are you not running?" he asks. Lyra smiles. "Because I can see the real you. And maybe you need help." Reluctantly, a strange alliance is formed. The fallen boss and the cunning thief, united against a common enemy. Your training begins. With Lyra's help, you'll learn to survive not with power but with wits. You'll need to sneak past Kai, who is now hunting you, the imposter hero. You'll pickpocket small items to improvise attacks and solve environmental puzzles to block your pursuers. Your first test is the village guard captain. You can't fight him head-on. You must trick or evade him using clever tactics. This isn't about destroying everything in your path anymore. Oblivion realizes, I can't destroy everything. Maybe cunning is a weapon too. You're no longer a demon lord. You're a rogue, a strategist, a survivor. Lyra leads you to a secret rebel hideout. Here, villagers are training to resist Kai's unchecked power, and they need a leader. "We need your knowledge of combat," Lyra tells you, "not your strength." Oblivion scoffs. "I suppose I can teach tactics if I survive long enough." The villagers are skeptical of this tiny hero teaching them how to fight, but your strategies start to work. For the first time, the final boss learns that brains can indeed beat brawn. You'll be training these rebels, setting traps for Kai's forces, and crafting improvised weapons like nets and smoke bombs. Your first major test is defeating one of Kai's shadow servants, a minion now empowered with your own signature dark magic. You must lure it into an environmental trap, As it falls, you can't help but gloat. Ha, you thought brute force would work? Think again, little pawn. While you're building a rebellion, Kai is conquering the world. From a distance, you watch in horror as your old powers burn villages to the ground. This is catastrophic. You realize, if I don't act, the world will burn. It's time to take the fight to him. You decide to infiltrate his army and learn his weaknesses from the inside. Lyra is shocked. You're going to face your own body and outsmart it? You take a deep breath. I've survived worse. Okay, maybe not, but I have to try. Your mission is one of pure stealth. You'll sneak into Kai's fortress, avoiding guards, traps, and the devastating attacks you yourself designed. You'll plant diversions and sabotage supply lines, proving that even a whisper can be as powerful as a roar. Cunning beats strength, you mutter. Sometimes, the moment has finally come. You stand face to face with Kai, who occupies your terrifying former body. The arena around you glitches between reality and the corrupted chaos of your old magic. So, you're finally here, Kai smirks. Weak and pathetic, you hold your ground. Weak? I'm strategizing, and soon you'll regret underestimating me. The battle begins. This isn't a brawl, it's a deadly game of chess. Direct attacks are useless. You must use guerrilla tactics, environmental traps, and clever combos to survive Kai's overwhelming power. You will need to coordinate with Lyra and the rebels to set up distractions and lure Kai into vulnerable positions. Phase by phase, you dismantle his offense not with strength, but with pure intellect. In this final showdown, you realize, if brute force fails, then brains and teamwork will win. After a climactic showdown, you manage to trap Kai in a magical containment field. Using an ancient artifact, you begin the ritual to reverse the switch. Time to return things to their rightful chaos, you say with a hint of your old self. With another blinding flash of light, the switch is complete. You are back in your monstrous form, and Kai is human once more, panting and humbled. You survived as me, weak, clever, he gasps. You can't resist a final smirk. Lesson learned? Strength isn't everything. Strategy and humility matter too. The villain had become the hero had become the monster. And in the end, balance was restored not by power, but by a change of perspective. The true battle isn't about winning, but about learning to live with less power than you thought you needed. The world is finally at peace. Villagers cheer for the returned hero, Kai, but they whisper stories of the true final boss, who saved them by becoming one of them. Lyra stands beside you. You did it, not with power, but with smarts. You grin, a flash of your old chaotic self returning. And a little chaos, of course. The story might be over, but for a boss who learned humility, the adventure is just beginning. What did you think of this epic twist? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories like this. Thanks for watching.